Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a makeup tutorial for you, obviously. Well, basically I was actually planning on doing something very intricate and complicated. Like the word intricate. But anyway, I really just didn't feel like it. I just felt like doing something very chatty, and I can't do well, I mean, I could do something chatty and do an intricate eye look, but when I do an intricate eye look, I really want to tell you how I'm doing it and explain things and make it into a good tutorial. Whereas I just really felt like just chatting about random stuff today, so I decided to go for something easier. It is just a orange, reddish, smoky look with shimmer and that sort of stuff. Plus nice for spring, summer, that sort of thing. So yeah, this is probably going to be a long video, so grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get started. Okay, I have no idea where this look is headed, but I think it's going to be orange because today in the Netherlands it's King's Day and the color of the royal family is orange. But either way, I'm just going to prime my eyelids first. Now, if you want to do this look too, like this is going to be more of a chatty video than a tutorial, but still, I am going to use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette because I have very little makeup palettes with orange in it for some reason. Anyway, if you want to do this look as well though, just use whatever eyeshadow palette you have, like this one, a different one, whatever, same colors, is fine. Either way, I'm going to start off with sort of an orange toned shade in the crease. So, to start off with, how many of you are already bored as hell? I'm seriously so bored, like, honestly, I always used to be this person who was always at home anyway, because I'm shy and I'm like, staying in my comfort zone and all inside the house, and then I finally started to kick myself out of the house, and then this shit happened. Maybe it's a hint of the world that I just should not try to be social. Why are all my mirrors always aimed in the wrong direction? Are they haunted? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, point being, I really want to go to the cinema, like seriously. Once this is over, I just immediately want to go to the cinema and get back doing makeup shoots. Like, you know, makeup shoots as in working as a makeup artist. Because, like, it's not just money, it's also, I don't know, like, makeup is just really my biggest hobby ever. Moving on to orange now with a smaller blending brush and an orange eyeshadow. I don't know why I felt the need to mention it separately, because we're not going to do orange with a blue eyeshadow, obviously. But anyway, with makeup shoots, like, I don't know, like I often hear other YouTubers saying that they love doing makeup on themselves and they don't particularly enjoy doing it on someone else. Me personally, I like it both equally, but I gotta admit it's like way different. Like on yourself you can just, you know, toy around with it for hours. Because it just doesn't matter, you know, it's just, you know, unless you actually have to go somewhere of course. But like if you're just toying around with makeup on yourself, there's no time limit. But with doing makeup on someone else, you gotta like work so different, like you gotta work more efficiently, because of course, most people don't want to sit there with their eyes closed when someone else is working on them for 5 hours on a simple eye look. Like it's something else if you're doing like a full-on special effects look or something, that can take longer. For a basic look, you gotta do it in like an hour, hour and a half at most. Yeah, and of course the photographer is waiting too, so you know, you just like gotta work more efficiently. It's so much fun to just, you know, figure out what works well with someone else's eye shape and all, and skin tones. And just the whole social part of, you know, being at a photo shoot is just so much fun. Like, that's really the thing I miss the most right now, just going to photo shoots and just, you know, working as a makeup artist. And of course the money is a thing too, but like, I do have a day job, so, like, I'm not like the people who only work as a makeup artist that I'm in trouble with that right now. I just really just miss it for just, you know, the fun and just, I don't know, like working, just the entire thing of actually just working as a makeup artist I miss. So yeah, like really once this is over, it's like the thing that I look forward to the most, when, you know, I don't know how to call it in other countries, but like contact professions, they call it in the Netherlands, roughly translated into English. You know, anything like hairdressers and stuff that you have to be close to another person for mostly beauty and just, you know, like spas, like, you know, not essential things, basically. That you gotta be close to someone else, for tattoo artists as well. As soon as that's allowed again to do, I'm definitely immediately going to go back to shoots. Now I want to have it a little bit more deep and dark and intense, so I'm going to use a mixture of orange and red. You probably already knew what orange and red look like. I'm just dipping the brush into bold shades and then filling in the outer corner with a tinier brush. If you have an orangey red in your makeup palette that you're using, obviously you could just use that, but you know, in this palette I just had to mix it real quick. I really like mixing eyeshadows actually, it just makes it like, every palette is more versatile if you just see it as an option to mix the eyeshadows. And just working that into the crease. Anyway, another thing I've been doing a lot lately is doing drawings. Like I always loved as a child even to do pencil drawings. You know, but I don't know, like I have a lot of hobbies, so I sort of just stopped doing it over the years. But I recently started again, like, well, months ago I think. But anyway, point is with my new filming setup, which is also already a couple of months old by now, I have more of an opportunity to film my desk. So I was wondering if anyone would be interested in seeing sort of a sped up version. I'm just grabbing orange and going over that because I want it to be more orange with a bigger brush. But anyway, a sped up version of me drawing something. Sort of like speed drawing. There's a lot of videos I get on YouTube and they're quite, I don't know, fascinating to watch I think. You know, I might do one anyway, and like if you like it you can watch it, if you're not interested then just don't watch it basically. But I think that'd be quite fun to do. I mostly actually do like either portrait drawings, like, you know, just find a picture of some celebrity and try to draw them as realistic as possible. Matte off-white shade by the way in the brow bone. Or just, you know, things that are basically then, like I look up some basic pictures, toss them together in a composition and then just, you know, go ham on it with imagination. I mostly do that with like skulls because I love drawing skulls for some reason. They're just fun to draw. But anyway, like I actually prefer that slightly because it gives more creativity. Because if you're doing like a photorealistic, no extra product on the fluffy blender by the way. Because if you're doing a portrait drawing then obviously it has to look like the person you're trying to draw. Whereas if you do a skull or roses or a skull with roses and stuff like that, you know, you can just really be more creative with it because it's not supposed to look like something in particular, like, it's supposed to look like a skull and roses, but not a particular person's skull, so you're more free with how you do things. I don't know, I just enjoy it a little bit more, I think. But yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in a speed drawing video. Now we're gonna go for a shimmer on the eyelids. I'm going to use a fluffy brush first and go into a shimmery orange and apply that to most of the eyelid. Also, by the way, if you do drawings as well, with makeup too, actually. What I always like to do is to listen to music. Like, do you do that as well? You know, to just listen to music to get in the right mood for a certain look or drawing or whatever. I oftentimes do that, like for like drawings of skulls, for example. I love listening to things like Evanescence and Him. Like really, I really love that in like when I was back in high school. Him was so cool. Like really, I now you all know how old I am. Oh well. Anyway. I don't know, I feel like it really helps. Like obviously with a YouTube video I can't do that because you would hear the music too and, you know, copyright issues and stuff like that. I do always have songs stuck in my head, so that helps. By the way, I'm going into a shimmery off-white to do the inner corner. But yeah, when I'm doing makeup, just, you know, when I'm not filming it, I do is usually actually listen to makeup to get, to music to get into the right mood for the look. I feel like it really just helps, you know. Like if you want to do something summery, listen to summer music. If you want to do something darker, listen to goth music, that sort of stuff. Then eyeliner, I'm going to try to copy this to this eye. That's always a fun challenge. What I usually do is I try to go for subtle and then I just accept the fact that I'm probably going to end up with not subtle. Basically my issue is I start somewhere, then I want to make it more perfect and then I end up with like a U-swing. That's basically the story of my life with eyeliner. I mean, on the bright side I do actually love big eyeliner, so that helps. Now I'm just applying concealer to my face because I don't want a full foundation base. Admittedly, I usually end up with a layer that's like as much coverage as foundation, so yeah. But I have the illusion now that I'm wearing less makeup. You know, fooling yourself and all. Yeah, but anyway, it just feels more lightweight, I suppose. By the way, you don't want to know the struggle I had with my hair today. Even if you don't want to know, I'm still going to tell you anyway, obviously. Like at first I tried to curl it. And my hair just blatantly refused. Or as in, like, my hair is really thick and really long. So if I curl it, I can curl it, but only on the bottom. And then it will be completely off screen. And, you know, it won't be visible in the video anyway. Which makes it kind of pointless. Because I'd just be styling it for the sake of the video. So if it's not visible then in the video, then it kind of just defeats the purpose, kind of. So yeah, that's a problem. Then I did a side braid. And, well, it was really my own fault because the strands were uneven as heck. So that just didn't work out well either. A little bit more of a red spot over there. So yeah, then I decided to just go for a rope braid because it only has 2 strands, so I could not mess it up. Like sometimes I just have these days where my hair just does not want to cooperate, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. It's probably just me. But yeah, that's really like, if you ever think, oh, how did she come up with that hairdo? Well, trust me, it's probably the only hairdo that my hair accepted that day. That's basically what decides my hairdo. My hair decides its own hairdo. Then some concealer underneath the eyes. By the way, do you usually use a concealer brush to blend out your concealer, or do you use a foundation brush? I gotta admit, I usually go for my foundation brush. Partly because it already has product on it for my face, so it blends nicely. But also because, you know, I'll already be holding it anyway, so I'm just too lazy to grab another brush. Laziness. Unless, of course, I've actually already done, like, eyeshadow on my bottom eyelid, and I do use a concealer brush, just because they're smaller, so I can be more precise. But as usually I just go for the foundation brush. Just gonna do my eyebrows now while the foundation and, well, the face concealer and the under eye concealer is setting before I do powder. I always feel like my eyebrows just go better when I don't have powder on my face yet. Just using a pomade for it. By the way, if you can hear sounds in the background, my neighbors are playing games in their backyard. I always find it quite amazing when people can just have fun. Like, they always sound like they have fun together the entire day. I can't do that, like seriously. I'm the sort of person, like even right now, like my parents are downstairs, I'm upstairs filming, because I just really cannot be, like, social and fun around other people all day long. I'm just not social enough for that. Like at some point I'm always like, okay, just leave me the hell alone, I want to go read a book. Talking about books, by the way, not because I don't like people, I'm just, I don't know, it's just how I work, I guess. I'm really introverted. By the way, about books, I'm still reading the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft. It was really cheap on Google Play Books, and it's 1700 pages, a little bit over 1700 pages actually. It's long, I'm like almost halfway through now, like, and they're really, really old stories, like seriously old. But I feel like I'm actually learning new words from them too. Like really old-fashioned words that nobody still uses. I do like the feature in Google Play Books that if you select a word, like a lot of e-readers maybe have that, but I've never tried anything else because this happened to be on my phone, so convenience. But like if you select a word, then it actually tells you what the word means. Which is kind of nice because they're like, the stories are like 100 years old or older, and there's words in there that haven't been used for like the last 70 to 80 years. Like, I don't even know how to pronounce some of the words, but like, archaic and all, like, really old stuff. It means like really old things. Like, words like that, like, I had never heard those words before, ever. So it's pretty useful that you can just easily look them up within the e-reading program. Because otherwise I would not understand half the stories. Still, they're fun to read, I love ghost stories. Now it's time for powder. It didn't crease underneath my eyes, by the way, the concealer. This is all just Catrice concealer. I really still adore this stuff. The powder is Jeffree Star Cosmetics, because when you apply it and then breathe in, you can just taste cotton candy. Which I love. But anyway, I'm just applying it with a powder puff on my oily areas. If you have dry skin, then you can just, you know, go for a brush all over and just apply a lot less powder than I'm applying, but considering the oiliness of my face, for me it's a lot better to just go for this option. I'm going over it with a tiny brush underneath my eyes and a bigger brush on the rest of my face to blend it out, because otherwise I just get patches. Now I'm just grabbing a slightly shimmery bronzer. This one is I think it was a limited edition by Catrice, but you know. Most brands have like 5 different shimmery bronzers, so that helps. But I'm just applying it roughly in my contour area, but blending it out far more than I would with a contour product, so it also becomes a bit of a bronzer. Because I just like to combine those two, because it just goes quicker and it looks very natural, I think. As long as you don't use a very shimmery, very orange bronzer, that is. This one is quite neutral, so that works well. And I'm just using my powder brush because it has a very convenient shape for this kind of thing. Now my blush is a bit of a risk because it's not necessarily one that fits with my look, but it fits with my clothing. I'm just applying it with the same brush because this blush is very subtle, so I won't turn into a clown by using a huge brush with it. But it's subtle enough that it actually, you know, it looks very natural, so it won't clash with the eye look. Luckily. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go back to the eyeballs before I forget to finish them, because I'm me and that's the sort of thing that can happen. I just dipped this side of this brush in both the orange and the red shade. And I pretty much was using it as a liner brush underneath my eye here. You could just use a liner brush, but I had this brush laying in front of me anyway, so it was more convenient. And then I'm going to go with a tiny fluffy blender in the transition shade and the orange shade. And blend it out. And try with these kind of colors, always try to like really blend it out smoothly, because you don't want this to look like eye irritation probably. Which is always a bit of a risk with colors like these. And eyebrow plumper, which is also a step that I always eternally will forget. Okay, next up I am going to go back to the face and then to the eyes, and I just want to apply the same highlighter on both the points. This is a very glittery pale gold one. I just really wanted something glittery and pale gold, so a glittery pale gold one was logical to use, I guess. As always, you can't really see it on this cheek, but on this cheek you can see it, and it's like, it's really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm also going to apply this on my inner corners. Then for falsies I'm going to go for the Soulmate Beige XOBeauty, which are quite natural, but still, I don't know, flirty and long, I guess. They're very lightweight at any rate, and yesterday I was already wearing very big, huge, gigantic falsies, and I don't want to wear big, huge, gigantic falsies every day, because I don't really need to give my eyelids a workout every single day. Okay, they weren't that bad, but still, like, I just wanted something lightweight today. By the way, on the topic of being social, I don't think I'd also be the type to ever be able to live with another person. Like, living with my parents is more of like, well, I don't know, like, your parents are different, obviously, because it's more acceptable to spend most of the time in your own apartment in the attic. Also, for the record, yes, I'd like to live on my own, but I can't afford it yet. But anyway, I don't know, like, I'm obviously not even in a relationship, so it's not really a current issue in my life, but I don't think I'd ever actually want to live together with someone else, like, at this point, because I just really don't think that it would be good for any relationship to, for me to be around them the entire time, because I'm just really not social enough to want to be around another person the entire time. Okay, at this point you could add some mascara, but my eyelashes are tinted black, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm going to add some mascara, lipstick in a shade that fits with the eye look. Okay, on second thought I'm gonna apply a different lipstick, because this one looks melted and I'm pretty sure that after like 10 years it's finally expired. Oops, I just applied it on my mouth anyway. Anyway, I'm just gonna apply a different lipstick in the same shade roughly. Apply some setting spray and then we're done. So let's head on to the show part. And we're left with the final results. So yeah, I really hope this video was fun to watch. By the way, if you want to know all the products I've used, I'll put them below in the video description in a list. Of course, you don't need to use the exact same products to get the exact same, well, you know, roughly the same result at any rate. But yeah, just for convenience is down there. If you did enjoy this video, please click the like button. It would really help me out. And if you want to see more of my videos, you can also subscribe to my channel. I mostly do makeup tutorials. And for now, thank you very much for watching this particular video. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!